Hi guys, we are going to go over editing our designs in RedBubble after they've been uploaded by Flying Upload. We're here in Manage Portfolio, and the way you get there is clicking, oops. So now I went to my, um, what is this part called? I think this is my storefront, I think is what this might be. So if you click here, and shop. That's my shop. View shop was where we were just at. Now we're going to click to manage portfolio, and then we scroll down, and we're going to pick a design that we want to go through and make sure that it all came out good. Um, so let's do coffee. Let's try this one. So you click here with this gear thing, and you click edit. And this is normal for this to pop up here. And so we're going to look through and see how it showed up on all of our products. So you see here it got cut off here. And there's a way you can be more careful with the templates than I am so that you don't have to go back through and do this. So we have to move this down so it doesn't get cut off at the top, and I think we need to make it a teeny bit smaller so that the have another cup shows up. So let's scroll up here and see what it looks like up there. I think that looks good. And we can center horizontally. There we go. I don't know if we want to center vertically or not. I think that's fine to center it vertically. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, so we're going to edit the next t-shirt. Actually, if we just type center vertically and center horizontal, okay, yeah, it's not, we have to change the size, make it smaller. When it's smaller, you can then center it vertically and not have it cut off. Okay, I think that looks good. And then hats, we'll edit the hats. If I think we need to make this one smaller too. Maybe not. Let's see if we just move it down, what happens. Let's center horizontally. Okay, it looks good. So that's a tan hat, so it's not going to show up very well. Let's switch it to black, the default to black, and then it looks better on the black. So you can set the default color for the hat here. Okay, this is a chiffon top and it got cut off. So we can just make it a little bit smaller. Center horizontally and center vertically. I don't think vertically is going to work here. I think we just have to move it ourselves. And I don't know if you saw there was a little bit of a shadow here, which is the lower part of the collar. I don't know if you can see it there. You want to make it below the collar so that it won't disappear. Center horizontally in case... Oh, the center horizontally is not working because this other thing is showing up. So this is the case, is some of the designs are not perfectly centered, and so you have to fix it yourself. Okay, I think we need to make the design just smaller because it's uh, too close up there and too close on the bottom, in my opinion. So we need to make it smaller still. Let's see how that turned out. I know that there's letters here and there, but that might not show up. Let's see. I think it's not registering because it looks exactly the same as before. Um, let's take out the pattern option off and put no pattern. And that made everything change. So we have to redo it. That's fine. Okay. Let's hit apply changes because it doesn't look like our changes were showing up for some reason. It's still a little bit too close at the top there. So we're going to hit edit again. Sometimes it takes a few clicks to make sure you get to the right place. Apply changes. We're going to scroll up and see. I think we still need to make it smaller. Sorry to keep on doing the same thing over and over again. Okay. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay, on to the t-shirt dress. Okay, looks like we need to make it a little smaller. And let's see what that looks like. We're going to have to get rid of the pattern again. So what the pattern means is RedBubble will make this a repeating pattern. And we'll see down lower a better demonstration of that. I'm going to click apply changes and see what it looks like. Okay, so I think it's small enough, but I think we need to move it down lower, the design lower on the t-shirt dress. Let's apply changes. Yeah, I think that looks good. Okay, this graphic t-shirt, I think we need to make it smaller here. Oh, see here you can see the nice cutout, so you see more easily on this one than other ones where it needs to be. Let's get rid of the pattern again. I'm gonna move it down. That looks good, I think. Move it down just a teeny bit more. Okay. Apply changes. Okay, so we're going to go with this pillow right here, editing that. And this took us down a little bit further, so we're going to have to go back up in a little bit. Let's try center horizontally, vertically. That is, okay. Let's choose the pattern and put no pattern and see what happens. So let's move this down. Hit apply changes. Oh, I don't know what I just pushed. I think that did work. I think we're going to have to make it a little bit smaller. I don't know if that was too much. Apply changes. I think that looks good for the pillow. This is a mouse pad. Um, we're going to get rid of the pattern and move this down and see if that works. Let me see if I center it better, how that looks. Okay, I think that looks great. Now this desk mat, I'm going to get rid of the pattern, so it's going to move to just one image and move that down. I don't know if we can enlarge it at all. Okay, vertical centering does not work well with this image. Horizontally is fine though. Still a little bit too big. The smaller, have another cup I think was like down a little too far. Okay, I think that looks good. Head center horizontally, just be on the safe side. I don't know, I think I prefer it over, even if that's the technical center, I like it over a little bit more. I think that looks good. Okay, so this shower curtain is very cute. Let's see what we want to do here. If we get rid of the pattern, what happens? I think that looks good. Apply changes. Okay, let's edit this mug. It's a little too high, so let's just bring it down a teeny bit. And not sure. Yeah, I think nowadays people are trying to center things so that when you put them together like this, the two mugs together, that it looks really pretty aesthetically. Let me move this down a little bit lower though, and I think just a smidge over. I'm going to move it down a teeny bit more. I think that looks good. I'm going to edit this clock. I'm going to move, we need to make it smaller. I'm going to get rid of the pattern. And I think we want the coffee mug to be kind of towards the center. That looks pretty good. I want to make it smaller so that have another cup looks better here. Okay, that looks really good. Just not quite centered the way I want it to be. Let's see. Let's see if we move it over to the right again, if that makes it better or worse. I think that looks good. Let me know if you think it's good, looks good or not. So there are a lot of things to edit on RedBubble. Let's do this cotton tote bag now. I'm going to make sure it says no pattern. And it doesn't look like we can change the color of the tote bag, unfortunately. But that looks good. Okay, we're going to edit this sleeveless top. And this is the way I like to do it when after you hit apply changes, it kind of moves you around to a different place. And so I just go with the next easiest one to get to rather than scrolling back up. Let's get rid of the pattern on this one. And you see here, there's a faint line here for the collar. So we want this, all the lettering to be below that faint line. And actually, let's try see if we can center it, how that looks. Oops. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay, it brought us down to the mini skirt. I think the mini skirt looks so cute. So here you can see the outline, there's the waist and things like that. So we want to bring it down below the waist. And let's make it a little smaller. Let's get rid of the pattern. Okay, let's see what that looks like. I think that looks pretty good. We're going to bring it up just a teeny bit more. Okay, I think that looks great. We'll hit apply changes. Okay. So backpacks, I don't know that I can make anything look better with this backpack or not. We can make the image bigger and see what happens. So we can make the image bigger. We can move it over a little bit, see if we can center it there. But it's going to be a little bit misshapen there. Let's make it smaller again and see. So if we, sometimes I like to try to get at least one in a good position like that. So at least this one looks good. I don't think I can do much with the socks. The leggings actually look pretty well centered there. So we'll hit apply changes. The duffel bag, we might be able to move the design around a little bit better to get to a better place there. It's like whatever I think is going to move it in the right position is doing the opposite. And I think that's just it. You have to move it the opposite. It's almost like a mirrored effect. So if you want this part to go up, you have to move this one down on this one. Oh, because I think this is the back side and the other one's the front side, that's why. Oh, okay. So we're gonna have to move it down. So you see here it has have another cup. That's from the design above it. But I think it's better to get that have another cup above it. Okay, I think that's the best I can do because I have it pretty centered there and it looks like have another cup above it is going to be good. But see, then everything else is off. I mean, we could move things around to try to get the have another cup to be perfect here and perfect here. We can see if we can do that really quickly. Okay, so we're just going to make it a little bit smaller to make sure it gets centered onto the side of the duffel bag. And to get it centered right here, it's moving the way it should. I don't have to do mirror image moving. Okay. Maybe that's better to have than that one's all off. I don't know. At least we have one place where it looks good. And, I've read in comments before from some people, they're like, oh, the design was not balanced, but I knew it wasn't balanced, so that was okay. So when people buy from RedBubble, they usually know that they need to look at the pattern, I think, and make sure they like it. This is a phone wallet, which is really nice. I don't know if we make it bigger. Make it smaller. I wonder if they have the phone wallet for the iPhone 14 or not. Okay. So it's kind of hard for me to see where the dividing line is, but I think that if, so I'm assuming it folds in half. So if we center it like this, that might work best. Don't know if we can. Okay, now everything's just moving kind of funny and wonky. RedBubble tends to use up a lot of memory or RAM. I'm not sure what the right word is. And then things start to get funky sometimes. So we may just have to come back to this later. That one is not going to work well right this moment. So let's see if we can edit the jigsaw puzzle. I think it would be very cruel to buy someone this jigsaw puzzle with all the black pieces that are going to be there. There's these cutoff lines right here, so I'm just going to try to center it in these cutoff lines. Okay. we'll do that for now. Again, my mouse wasn't moving very well for that one. I may have to just stop. Let's see if we do a different one, if it'll start, my mouse will start working better again. So we're going to move this down and see what happens. Okay, we just need to make it smaller because the whole thing's not fitting in the pattern and on the magnet. Okay, that looks good. Just move it to the right a little bit. It's more in the center. I think that looks good. You might be able to make it just a teeny bit bigger. Yeah, I think that looks better, a little bigger. Apply changes. Let's edit this apron. Make it a little bit smaller. And see, here you can see the cutouts right there, which is nice. Okay, let's see what that looks like. We'll push it down just a teeny bit more. Okay, I think that looks good. Apply changes. So this looks good. Let's edit the water bottle here. Let's just try bringing it down and see what happens. Okay, the have another cup got cut off. Push it back up and see. Okay, that looks pretty good. See if we can take it up just a hair. It gets cut off if we take it up too much. Okay, I think that's perfect. We'll hit apply changes. Don't forget to hit apply changes. You'll definitely lose your work in RedBubble. Okay, acrylic blocks and coasters. See if we just pull it down, if that'll work. Just a smidge lower. Okay, that looks great. Apply changes. Okay, let's see what we can do with this bath mat here. I think I want to get rid of the pattern. Just pull it down here and see if that makes it work. Yeah, that looks good. Things are starting to look better. Okay, this is throw blankets and tapestries. What happens if we get rid of the pattern? We put it up to 100%. I think that looks better like that. Apply changes. Artboard prints, let's edit that. I think if we just bring it down a little bit, that's probably all we need to do. It's not letting, oh, there we go. Okay, I think that looks good. I think the journal looks pretty centered. The spiral notebook needs to be fixed. Let's make it a little bit smaller. I think that looks great. We'll apply changes. Edit this tablet case and skins. Okay, I think I'm going to be done after this one. Not done with all of the objects, but I think that you get the gist. I think that's enough of you watching me make changes on here. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Let's get rid of the pattern. Okay, we need to make it still a little bit smaller to have another cup fit on there perfectly. Okay, that looks good. Apply changes. And like I said, I don't think we're quite finished here with everything, but I think that's, oh, let's do the phone. I'm obsessive about getting my phone cases to look better than that. Let's get rid of the pattern and let's make it smaller. And you always want the image on the phone case to be a little bit lower than what you think it should be, because the camera often, up here, the camera often blocks stuff out. So we still want to make it a little bit smaller so it all fits on there. That might be a little bit too low though. Okay, I think that looks good. I think that's gonna be it for now. I think that's all I have bandwidth for to do today. But you can see everything looks so much better that we did do. And the products look great. Oh, we gotta hit apply changes. And just check in to make sure I'm okay with everything for now. Okay, I think we got the most important ones anyways. Okay, so here you gotta select the media. So it's not photography. It is digital art, I would say. Might be able to say design and illustration too. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments what you think. So I have collections listed here. I don't think I have a good collection for this one, so I'm just going to have everything unchecked collection-wise. And then is this mature content? No. And then you have to check I agree to the RedBubble user agreement before you can click save. And I just want to look up here. Okay, let me fix the title. Coffee. If your hands are not shaking, if you need another cup. I know it's a little bit different. I just have another cup on there, but that's okay for now. Okay, we got a bunch of tags. Okay, that all looks good to me. We'll go ahead and click Save Work. And that is me showing you my process of editing my designs in RedBubble. Leave any comments below of anything I could do differently, or if you like to do things differently. I love to hear other people's opinions about things. Thank you so much for watching, and We will talk soon. Bye.